Welcome to another episode on the Celeb Report. Reality TV feuds come and go, but every once in a while, there's a confrontation so intense that it shakes up the entire fanbase. And let me tell you, what went down between Princess Love, Amara La Negra, and Brooke Valentine was one of those moments. It wasn't just another petty argument. It was a reckoning. Princess had been keeping her cool for too long, but when Amara and Brooke kept testing her, she decided to end the nonsense once and for all. And the way she did it? You won't believe the level of truth bombs she dropped. What started this drama? On the surface, it seemed like just another disagreement among cast members, but this one was personal. For weeks, Amara and Brooke had been throwing shade at Princess, sometimes subtly, sometimes not so subtly. It started with small offhand comments about her past relationships, but it quickly escalated into full-blown disrespect. Brooke, in particular, had been poking fun at Princess's past struggles, making snide remarks about her choices and questioning her ability to hold her own in the industry. Amara, on the other hand, had been playing both sides, acting like a friend to Princess in one moment, but then entertaining gossip about her behind her back. And here's where it gets interesting. Princess knew exactly what they were doing, but she waited for the right moment to check them. She wasn't about to engage in a petty back and forth. No, she was waiting for them to cross the line, and cross the line they did. At a recent event, Amara and Brooke were having a conversation loud enough for people to hear, discussing how Princess always plays the victim and never really owns up to her mistakes. They were laughing, gossiping, and assuming that Princess wouldn't confront them. But that's where they messed up, because Princess heard every single word, and this time, she wasn't going to let it slide. When Princess finally decided to check them, she didn't just clap back. She tore them apart with straight-up facts. She walked right up to them, looked them dead in the eye, and said, "If y'all have something to say about me, say it to my face." The moment she said that, the energy in the room shifted. Amara looked uncomfortable, and Brooke tried to brush it off like it wasn't a big deal. But Princess wasn't playing games. The craziest part? She didn't just confront them. She exposed them. She called out Brooke's hypocrisy, reminding her that she had gone through her own public scandals, and yet here, she was judging someone else. She let Amara know that she was two-faced, pretending to be a friend while entertaining messy conversations behind her back. And the most shocking part? She had receipts. She pulled up old messages, pointed out past interviews, and brought up specific incidents that proved her point. And here's where it gets even crazier. Brooke actually tried to backtrack. She started saying, "It's not that deep. I was just joking." But Princess wasn't having it. She looked her dead in the eye and said, "A joke is only funny when everyone's laughing, and I'm not laughing." Boom. Silence. Amara, on the other hand, tried to play innocent, saying that she never meant to hurt Princess and that she respected her. But Princess wasn't having any of it. She wasn't going to let either of them slide anymore. She made it clear that enough was enough. This was no ordinary reality TV drama. It was a moment of truth, and Princess Love showed the world she wasn't someone to be underestimated. Princess shut it down too. She reminded Amara that this wasn't the first time she had done this. She pointed out how Amara had a pattern of stirring the pot, but then acting like she was caught in the middle. And then, this is where it got brutal. Princess told her, "You're fake and everybody sees it. You smile in people's faces and talk behind their backs. That's not real, and I don't respect it." The most shocking part? Amara couldn't even deny it. She just stood there, stunned, because deep down, she knew Princess was telling the truth. And just when you thought things couldn't get any more intense, Brooke decided to take a different approach. Instead of apologizing, she tried to flip the situation and make it seem like Princess was overreacting. She said, "I don't understand why you're making such a big deal out of this. We're all just having conversations." But Princess wasn't buying it. She fired back. "A conversation is what happens when both people are present. What y'all were doing was gossiping, and I don't do fake." Mic dropped at this point. People around them were just watching in shock because no one expected Princess to gather them like this. But what makes this story different is that Princess didn't just confront them. She set the record straight once and for all. She let them know she's not the one to be played with, and she made sure that everyone in the room knew exactly where she stood. As for the aftermath, let's just say things between these three will never be the same. Brooke and Amara tried to act unbothered, but the truth is, they got checked, and they knew it. Fans immediately started dragging them on social media, calling them out for being shady and giving Princess her props for standing up for herself. The craziest part? This feud isn't over. If you think Amara and Brooke are going to just let this go, think again. You can bet they're already plotting their next move. But one thing is certain, Princess isn't afraid of them, and she's ready for whatever comes next. So now the question is, where does this feud go from here? Will Amara and Brooke try to clap back? Will Princess continue to expose them? Or will this feud explode into something even bigger? One thing's for sure, this is only the beginning. If there's one person who never misses an opportunity to go off on Melody Sherry, it's Wanda. And this time, she took things to a whole new level. But let me tell you, this wasn't just a messy rant. No, this was a full-blown attack on Melody's character, her career, and even her personal life. The way Wanda dragged Mel's name through the mud left fans in complete shock. But what started it? Why is Wanda so obsessed with tearing Melody down? Some people think it's just reality TV drama, but others believe there's something much deeper going on. The way Wanda went in this time, she made sure everyone knew exactly how she felt. Wanda has always had something to say about Melody's relationships and even her parenting, but this time, Wanda wasn't just talking. She was exposing what she claimed were secrets about Melody. It all started when Melody made a public statement about leaving love and marriage, Huntsville. She spoke about moving on, focusing on her business, and protecting her peace. Fans were excited for her, but Wanda had a different reaction, and this is where it gets interesting. Instead of wishing her well, Wanda went on a full social media rant, accusing Melody of playing the victim, being fake, and not telling the whole truth about her exit from the show. And here's the shocking part. Wanda hinted that Melody was actually forced out. Wait, what? Wanda didn't just throw shade. She threw entire palm trees at Melody. She said that Melody had been acting like the star of the show and that the producers were tired of dealing with her attitude. Then, she dropped a bombshell that had fans questioning everything. She claimed that Melody wasn't the one who chose to leave. Wanda said, "Y'all keep believing what that girl is telling you, but the truth is, she didn't leave on her own. She got pushed out. The network was tired of all her demands, and they were ready to move on without her." The craziest part? She said some of Melody's own castmates were involved in getting her removed from the show. This had fans scrambling for answers. Want her gone? Is Wanda just making up stories? Or is there some truth to this? But that wasn't even the worst part. Wanda went personal. After coming for Melody's career, Wanda took things to a whole new level. She started talking about Melody's personal life, bringing up her past relationships, and even taking shots at her as a mother. Here's the part that made people the most upset. Wanda suggested that Melody had been lying about what really went down in her marriage. She said, "Melody always wants to act like she was the perfect wife and didn't do anything wrong, but let me tell y'all something. She wasn't innocent either. Y'all keep putting her on a pedestal like she was the victim, but she was out here doing her own dirt too." Hold up. What? Fans were furious at this point because Wanda was implying that Melody wasn't as faithful as she always claimed to be. The biggest bombshell? Wanda hinted that she had receipts to back up her claims. This isn't the first time Wanda has gone off on Melody, but what makes this story different is that it feels like she's getting bolder with her attacks. Here's something interesting. Melody has barely responded. Usually, when Wanda starts drama, Melody will clap back in her own classy way. But this time, Melody has been quiet. Is she ignoring Wanda? Is she waiting for the right moment to respond? Or is Wanda actually telling the truth? This is where fans are split. Some believe Wanda is just bitter and looking for attention, but others think she might know something we don't. And let's not forget, Wanda has connections to other cast members. If there's one thing we know about reality TV, it's that there's always more going on behind the scenes than we see on screen. After Wanda's rant went viral, social media erupted with reactions. Fans were dragging her for being messy, while others were digging deeper to see if there was any truth to her claims. Then, the most shocking thing happened. One of Melody's co-stars actually liked Wanda's post. Wait a minute. What? If Wanda was lying, why would someone from the show be supporting her statements? This is where conspiracy theory started. Some people now believe there is a secret plan to erase Melody's influence from the show and move on without her. Others think Wanda is just bitter that Melody won't entertain her nonsense anymore. But one thing is for sure, this drama is far from over. Melody may be quiet now, but when she finally speaks, it's going to be explosive. Now the question is, will Melody expose the truth? Will Wanda finally cross the line and face consequences? Or will this feud just keep getting worse? Because at this point, there's no turning back. Reality TV gives us entertainment, drama, and jaw-dropping moments, but there's a side that most people don't talk about: the mental and emotional toll it takes on the cast. Let me tell you, this is where it gets interesting. Behind all the cameras, shady confessionals, and Twitter wars, there are real people struggling with real emotions. The truth is, reality TV isn't just about the drama, it's about how that drama affects the people involved. What makes this story different? Some of your favorite reality stars have spoken out, and their revelations will leave you shocked. Let's break it down. We love watching reality TV for the messy fights, shocking betrayals, and intense confrontations. But here's the part that most viewers don't realize. Many of these reality stars are dealing with severe stress, anxiety, and depression because of what happens on and off the screen. Imagine having every mistake, every bad decision, and every emotional breakdown broadcasted to millions of people. Imagine being dragged on social media every day, with thousands of strangers attacking your looks, your personality, and even your parenting. Imagine knowing that your real-life struggles are being edited into entertainment for people to dissect. Sounds exhausting, right? Well, for some of these stars, it's unbearable. And here's where it gets even crazier. Many of them can't even talk about it. You won't believe this, but most reality TV stars sign contracts that force them to stay quiet about what really happens behind the scenes. They can't call out producers for manipulating situations. They can't reveal how much of the drama is staged, and they definitely can't expose how bad their mental health has gotten because of the show. But here's the shocking part. Some stars have started speaking out anyway. And when they do, it gets messy. There have been multiple reality TV stars who have come forward about how these shows have impacted their mental health. But when they do, they either get silenced or blacklisted. One former reality star admitted, "I had to start therapy because I felt like I was losing myself. The way they edited me made it seem like I was the villain, and the hate I got online was unbearable. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. I was depressed for months," one reality star revealed. Another well-known personality admitted, "We aren't just characters, we are real people with real lives, but the audience forgets that. They think they know everything about us, but they don't." The craziest part? Some of your favorite reality stars have admitted that they were pushed to create drama or even encouraged to start fights just to make good TV. Let me tell you, this is where it gets really disturbing. People love to say reality TV isn't real, but most don't understand just how much producers control the narrative. They tell cast members what to talk about, they edit scenes to make people look worse than they actually are, and they even create fake text messages and rumors to start drama. You won't believe this, but some producers go out of their way to target cast members they don't like. One ex-reality star exposed the industry, saying, "They decide who they want to be the hero and who they want to be the villain. Once they make that choice, it doesn't matter what you do, they'll edit you to fit the role they gave you. And what happens when the season is over? These stars are left to deal with the aftermath alone. The social media attacks, the never-ending nightmare. Reality TV doesn't just end when the cameras stop rolling. For these stars, the drama follows them everywhere, especially on social media. They wake up to thousands of hate comments. They get bullied and harassed daily. Some even receive death threats. Let's talk about fan wars. Some fans get so emotionally invested in the show that they attack cast members in real life. There have been situations where reality stars had to move because fans found out where they lived. And here's the most heartbreaking part. Some reality stars have said that the constant hate made them feel suicidal. Let's talk about one of the most heartbreaking cases. One reality star had to be hospitalized for a mental breakdown because the stress of the show was too much. Another star quit social media completely because she couldn't handle the hate anymore. And the most tragic part? Some reality stars have taken their own lives because they felt like there was no escape. Destiny took an unexpected turn for many of these people. They signed up thinking they were going to have fun and build their brands, but instead, they were left broken and struggling with the consequences of the reality TV machine. The worst part? Networks don't care. With everything we know now, the question is, how can reality TV change so that it doesn't destroy people's mental health? Should there be mental health support for cast members? Should producers be held accountable for how they manipulate people? Should networks start prioritizing the well-being of their stars instead of just focusing on ratings? One thing is for sure, something needs to change because if we keep going down this road, more and more reality stars are going to suffer. So now, the real question is, will anything actually change, or will reality TV continue to chew people up and spit them out? At this point, we have to ask ourselves, is the entertainment worth the damage? When it comes to reality TV drama, we've seen heated arguments, backstabbing moments, and betrayals that leave us speechless. But let me tell you, the confrontation between Princess Love, Amara La Negra, and Brooke Valentine was on a whole different level. You won't believe how it all went down. Friendships were tested, secrets were exposed, and alliances were completely shattered. And this is where it gets interesting because what started as a simple disagreement quickly turned into a full-blown showdown. Let's break it all down. The tension had been building behind the scenes. It's no secret that Princess Love, Amara La Negra, and Brooke Valentine had a complicated history. Individually, they all have strong personalities, and when you put them together, it's like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. But what exactly sparked this fiery exchange? It all started with a misunderstanding that quickly spiraled out of control. At first, it seemed like just another petty disagreement, but here's the shocking part. This argument was months in the making. Some fans noticed that there had been underlying tension between these three for a while, small shady comments, social media subtweets, and side-eye moments during interviews. But nobody expected things to explode the way they did. And let me tell you, when Princess finally decided to check Amara and Brooke, she did not hold back. Princess called out Amara saying, "Stop playing the victim." So here's how it all started. Princess Love and Amara La Negra were having a conversation about a previous situation that had caused tension between them. At first, it seemed like they were going to handle things maturely, but then Princess said something that changed everything. She looked Amara dead in the eyes and said, "Girl, stop playing the victim. You act like everybody is always against you, but maybe the problem is you." Wait, what? You could literally feel the energy in the room shift. Amara's face went from surprised to straight up offended. And let me tell you, this is where it got wild. Amara fired back, "You're not as innocent as you pretend to be. If you thought Amara was just going to sit there and take that, think again." She wasted no time clapping back, saying, "Oh, so now I'm the problem? Princess, you have the nerve to sit here and act like you don't do sneaky stuff behind the scenes. Please, you're not as innocent as you pretend to be." And that's when things took an unexpected turn. Because at that moment, Brooke Valentine decided to jump in, and instead of defending Princess, she sided with Amara. Brooke exposed Princess, saying, "You're fake, and we all see it." Let me tell you, when Brooke Valentine speaks, she speaks with her chest, and this time she let Princess have it. She turned to Princess and said, "Honestly, I've been quiet for too long, but I've got to say it. You're fake. You act one way in front of people, but behind closed doors, you're different, and we all see it." The craziest part? She said it so casually, like it was just a fact. And let me tell you, Princess was shocked. She looked at Brooke like, "Wait, you're siding with her?" And here's where the drama went to the next level. Because Princess was not about to let that slide, she snapped. After hearing both Amara and Brooke come at her, Princess completely lost it. She rolled her eyes and said, "Y'all are funny. Y'all sit here acting like I'm the bad guy, but the truth is I see right through both of you. This fake sisterhood, this fake support, it's all for the cameras." Then she got up and walked out. Wait, what? Now here's where things get really interesting. After Princess walked out, Amara and Brooke kept talking, and this is the part that left fans confused. Were they actually setting Princess up the whole time? Some fans believe that Amara and Brooke had a secret conversation before this and planned to double-team Princess. Others think that Princess was genuinely being shady behind the scenes and just got exposed. Then there are fans who believe this entire situation was exaggerated for the cameras. But here's the thing, when Princess left, she didn't just walk out of the conversation. She unfollowed Amara and Brooke on social media. And if you know reality TV, you know what that means. That's not just drama for the show, that's real-life beef. As soon as the episode aired, social media went crazy. Fans were split right down the middle. There were Team Princess fans who believed Amara and Brooke were ganging up on her and that she was right to call out their fakeness. Then there were Team Amara and Brooke fans who think Princess is always playing the victim and finally got called out. And, of course, the conspiracy theorists who believed that this was all planned drama to boost ratings. But then the most shocking thing happened. Ray J, Princess's husband, got involved. Yes, Ray J jumped into the drama, posting a cryptic message that had fans wondering if he was about to step in and defend his wife. So what happens next? The feud isn't over. If you think this is the end of the drama, think again. The way this situation ended left way too many unanswered questions. Will Princess ever make amends with Amara and Brooke? Will more behind-the-scenes tea get exposed? And most importantly, was this all a setup from the start? Because, let's be real, destiny took an unexpected turn, and now the whole friendship dynamic has changed forever. With everything that just went down, this feud is far from over.